Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna be spalling out some Alabama Coastal. This is some stuff I heated up a couple days ago, and I'm excited to work it. This is some of the smaller stuff. I've got bigger stuff I'm gonna work. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Also, I finished up the petrified wood piece. It's just a Clovis. Little something, something. Also, some of you were pointing this thing out in the background. Not really done with it. I had one piece of Georgetown chert, and I was like, well, why not see if I can get it really thin? And so that's all that was. Also, I did get a lot of flakes off of that petrified wood, but hey, you're here for a different reason. You're here to see me spal some of this stuff out. And so that's what we're gonna do. Let's start with this piece. Now, Alabama Coastal is my forte. That's what I love. That's what I'm used to. In fact, for spalling purposes, I do kind of like to have a glove. All right. Now, this is one of those odd ones where you got a ridge and then you got a flat area here. We're trying to keep the flat area and get rid of the ridge side because we don't want to point on this face. We want to point on the bottom face. So, because of this little hoof area here, we're just going to kind of see what we're working with. And a part of why I'm doing the spalling now and then I'm going to work this piece in the future, hint, hint, wink, wink, is because I want to get in the rhythm of working this stuff. Coastal is chert, obviously. But it has properties. There's a little seam there. I don't know if it'll run past it. It just has properties that other materials don't. And so sometimes when you switch from one material to another, or let's say I'm working a piece that's been heated to, say, 400 degrees, and I'm working one that's like this, heated up to 600 degrees. The amount of force, the type of bopper, kind of everything needs to be taken into account. And anyways, that's just fanciful words to say I want to get into the rhythm before I start working some of these other pieces. All right. See, that could have either rounded in or it could have gone flat like it did. And it did what I wanted it to, but might not have. This is the original bulb percussion here. Which sometimes can give you issues if it has some incipient seams and cracks, but we'll see how this one holds up. Now, many of you are familiar with Flint River chert. Many of you are. I've got some examples here. There we go. Flint River chert. Hey, same doings, just a little different formation. In Alabama, you're prone to get more colors in its raw state. Well, certainly in its heated state as well. But Alabama Coastal has more variety. And so that's why I love it. That's what I grew up on. Grew up in the same city where I could collect it. When it's heated up, man, it's beautiful. And a lot of the authentic artifacts, certainly the heated ones, are incredibly beautiful too. All right. Can sometimes remind me of Flint Ridge. Certain pieces can. you know, like with the little dots in there, you know. But don't want to offend the, you know, hometown heroes who love Flint Ridge with all their heart, so I won't offend them too bad. This is better in my opinion, but I'm biased, so what can I say? What can I say? Oh yeah. So not gonna do anything too crazy with these. Just gonna work from one piece to the next. And just whenever I feel like stopping is when I'll stop. Again, removing the side that doesn't really have the width is what we're doing currently. Go. Of course, areas like these you can sometimes utilize, and if there is means to do this, you can sometimes catch it there and then have a good platform, but that removes a ton of material. So I'm just gonna kind of inch up to it. Get kind of close and hit straight down. There we go. And that hitting straight down does not shoot it across, but it does get rid of that blunt edge and opens up more possibilities. So that's kind of why I did it there. We are about at a stopping point here. And of course the rest of this should be fairly straightforward to remove. You know, you just do your little zigzag and you'll be fine. Or I'll be fine. Generally, I do not sell the material. I get, one, because I love it so much, and two, because it's kind of uncommon. You have to sort through a lot of this material to get the really good stuff. So you guys are spoiled to see me work nice material like this. There we are. Okay, let's set this one down, or up. Move on to the next. Now this is a curvy one. We gotta get rid of that curve. I think we're gonna get rid of it from this side because we got the width on this one. Yeah. Actually, it's a real shame how this thing is curved the way it is. Got to get rid of this anyways because there's a lip, so I guess we'll start there. And this might end up being a lot smaller than we think. But already you're seeing some variation in coastal plains chert from something like this to something a bit more clear, which the clear is usually more common for coastal. But lower grade stuff, and certainly there are colorful areas that are higher grade stuff in the more silicified regions of the coastal. that are good, but most of the time you're gonna come across clear stuff. And by most, I don't mean like 95%, but I don't know, probably more, a little more than half the time. But of course this is heated, so it was more whitish before it started. I don't know if I have a good example here. It kind of looked like this coral, raw coral. Very similar to it at least, okay. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of this here. Unfortunate, but has to be done. Has to be done. And I like getting rid of it from this area because this is the higher quality stuff in through here anyways. Yeah. See the bend? Gotta get that out. Didn't quite run the way I wanted it to there. That met up with it. And again, we got kind of a mirage of stuff going on here, so we want to clarify that. But I hope y'all are enjoying your day. And hopefully this is an enjoyable video for you to watch. Start to learn what you guys like. You like challenge videos. You like unique material videos. You like anything with the words gold in the caption. Which, do I have anything here? Not on hand. Just some gold jasper I've been working. And again, we're about at a stopping point here. Yeah. All right, put that to the side. Let's pick up this guy here. And this was pretty clear. Don't have an example, but this was pretty clear before it was heated. Got a bulb of percussion here. And this also had a few fossils in it, so we got to kind of work around those. Kind of a weird place to find your center line on this one. I need to shoot off this face, so I need to raise this one. And hopefully the bulb of percussion doesn't give us too much issue, but it might. This is one of those scary bulbs that has some cracking around it. We're able to persevere, but still looks a little wonky. Let's go right here. inside it. Here, here. Of course, we need to flip it back over because this is a thinner side. Typically, I wouldn't work from the tip there, but kind of have to with the way this is shaped. Cross. So that bulb percussion got us there. Now, it might have been my fault, or it might have just been the bulb, but it looks like the bulb would have got us either way, but kind of blame that both parties. I'd say we're both at fault there. But we're pretty good there. Let's work on a different one. Now this one's interesting. I haven't hit into it yet. This is kind of the PB&J chert. That I made my boggies from. Actually, this is a purple agate stuff that came close to it. My buddy Lewis actually found where this stuff was eroding from. And we have kind of kept it on the down low ever since. You know, if you have a buddy, which buddies are always good, you can share spots with, and this is one of those spots he shared with me, but I never went back, and he ended up going and collecting just about all that was there and gave me the opportunity to get some. And boy, am I thankful for him, because it is some nice stuff. Now, generally, I don't really work pieces that are this small. But when I get a pretty piece of chert or coral, I really don't mind. Don't mind at all. I think I might have mentioned this in the previous video, but I am planning on going to the Silver River Knapping. So if any of you are going, I will not be setting up a booth, but Lord willing, I'll be down there. Many of you know I say Lord willing because who knows what could happen between here and now. I don't know tomorrow, but God does. And hopefully my car will do well for me. And certainly do well for me on the way back when I got a lot of rock in the trunk. Okay. It's a little rougher on this side, but it's not too bad. Again, got the bulbar percussion back here. Just something to keep in mind. And there you start to see some of the color. Now the boggies I made from raw PB&J chert, which is just from Alabama. But I don't know if I have a heated example yet in a case, so. I know I've given my buddy Lewis a couple to put in his case. That rascal, he always gets my best stuff. All right, I'm gonna end this one here. That's really pretty. Did I have another one? I had technically 3 more. This one was interesting. I didn't know what colors it'd bring about. Kind of has a seam that I need to see what's going on with. Looks like, and it does. Looks like it has some color. In fact, this may be from the same piece as that other one. Let me look, and I guarantee I'll do this one, and this one. These were the raw states of that chert here. See how well it glossed up in this piece? This is pretty rough here. But he did it very well. Very, very well. Now I need to get by that little, that cortexy area. Can do it in a number of ways. Now because there's a valley, you gotta get rid of that by any means necessary. Just gotta go. If you know something's gotta go, usually it's good to go ahead and get it going, and then you can kind of move on to step 2 and see what's next on the agenda. Convexed these a little wrong. We're gonna make it a little bit right. Here. I think the best way to do it is gonna be this way. Take advantage of the clean material going that way, because this material is a bit rougher. Tried to bust through that area, couldn't quite do it. Am I worried? No. Why would I be worried? I am not worried at all. Yeah, a little bit crustier on this side. There we go. A little expo marker there. Who knows about the old expo marker? I don't know if I've seen a comment ever on me talking about my expo marker and my expo eraser. Hopefully y'all know what that means. Or maybe this is the part of the video that you skip and so you never listen, which is okay. I'm just glad you're here. Yeah, top face is going to be cleaner material. So we're gonna get rid of this face more and more. Hey, even if we lose a 1/4 inch, I'm not gonna be hurting by that. Okay. We all see where this thing's heading. Put that over there. Got 2 more. This is another piece of that kind of PB&J purplish stuff. This one got heated very well. Put it in a corner of the kiln. Look at that. Big shout out to Lewis. By the way, speaking of Lewis, he's gonna have a little channel upcoming. He's putting one together. I made a video a long time ago letting y'all know he was gonna come on YouTube. And lo and behold, whenever he gets his channel out, I'm gonna shout it out. And y'all better go do your magic, because this is my boy. Talk about him on just about every single video. And there's only been one occasion where I brought him on stream, because he lives far away now. This fan on me, that's better. The fan only works when it's blowing in front of your nose. That's good. That gives us means of turning the corner here. And gives us a reason to strike back the other way. This should be interesting. And it was. Ooh, ah. Pretty cool. Let's see, one more? Yeah, this is a small one. Should have started out with this one. It's got a lot of cortex on this side, not much on this side, but just like with coral, if it's by the cortex, it's possible, well, generally speaking, it's gonna be higher quality. This piece was just kind of hanging out in a little bucket somewhere. Poor thing. So we're gonna revive it to life here. And the shape, we're gonna lose some width, we're gonna lose some length, but we gotta get the cortex off. What can I say? And really the cortex is what's dominant on this piece. So, and you know, if I can keep a little bit of that outer rim on this too, this may make for a really nice small point. I'm thinking. Forward. And hopefully backward. Oof. Okay, so there's some life under there. Oh, come on now. There it went. Oh yeah, there's some life. See if this can catch some of it here. Yeah, oh, it's got some shades of purple in there. All right. That was not for you, Marshall. Yeah, right under the cortex. Look at that rainbow color. My goodness. Just gotta make sure I can get all the cortex off. Save the best one for last. This thing is beautiful. And take these flakes and I'll be done. It's kind of like the statement, one last cast, but I'm not really sure if it's the last cast. Yeah, once I get under the cortex, it'll be game over. All right, little old joker there. So let's call it 31 minutes. I'll take that. Get a little spalls here. Really love this stuff. That is neat. And this one. Really doesn't matter which side, but another family photo here. Is that what we want to do? Little family photo. Okay, well at least it didn't break. That is good news. And this one. This side's better. All right. There's us a thumbnail. And we shall see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. And now on to the next one. All right, peace.